Sveiki! Today will be a quick one, most probably, as I am coming in as in my day off, which is Wednesday. So I don't have a lot of time and I don't want to be super late, as tomorrow I have to go to my day job. So for today we have a lot of things to do. First of all, I need to clean out my sandblasting cabinet, as I got some new blasting media already ready, and I need to vacuum it out and replace it so I can do sandblasting on any stainless, especially when these Angus blades come back from heat treatment. I would then finish off the flats, so that's a priority, and that's a pretty quick thing to do. Also, I need to bring in some logs for the Yotul stove, as I'm a little bit out of them and it's pretty chilly here. It was 9 degrees Celsius, it's now 15, so I need to tend to the stove a little bit. So I will do that, and then I'll go and do the profile grinding on these SFKs. As you can see, I have already done the flats. They are finished to 400 finish and they are very straight. And then I will go around the profiles, basically do the same what I did with the Angus blades in the previous episode, clean up the heat affected zones and do the chamfering and rounding. And as the last step, I will do the bevel grinding. And then this will be off to the Cerakoting. And I will also grind out this chef knife, as I want to send it out to Cerakote too. And it will be all black with black G10 scales and red liners, basically mimicking the theme or the design of the SR71 Blackbird plane. I think it will look pretty cool, especially if it is all black with those red liners going on the inside with black screws. I think it will look dope. So this also needs to get done. So little time in the day, a lot of things to do. So let's get going. Let's go. This turned out to be a much harder job than I expected. First I tried vacuuming it out, but the media is very heavy and the hose clogs really easily. And then I just went in with the container and just scooped out the most of it that I could, as there is around 50 kilograms of the media. You can see I am sometimes shaking the whole cabinet around just to move it around and allow me to scrape out all of the rest of the media. And the rest that is still left is removed using again the vacuum, as this is such a lower quantity, and then I'm just blowing around air with compressor to remove all of the final dust particles. I try to be really thorough and clean out every little speck and blow out everything, so there are no carbon particles left. And also I changed the windshield. And then I just throw in another 50 kilograms of fresh media. God damn, that was a sucky job. Not only using the sandblaster is a sucky job, but also cleaning and changing the media is also a sucky job. Maybe it would help that if I would have a much bigger cabin, maybe the 200 or 300 liter ones with that are kind of standalone. And this is the workbench type, which is 90 liters. But yeah, you gotta do with what you got. Finally, that's done. It took way longer than I expected. It's almost half till 2. So I need to rush a little bit of things, but yeah, I shouldn't rush. Actually, it's the main thing that I shouldn't do. So yeah, no rushing in this shop. We are never in a hurry, as Burnley says. And now we are going to do the profiling on these SFKs. So basically the same as I did with the Angus blades. I'll go around and clean up the profiles, and then I think I will leave the grinds unfinished currently, and I will start on working on that chef knife that I got. So first I will form the bevel on that one, and only then I will go to these, as these are in one batch. Much easier, faster, efficient, so let's go. This is actually a little bit different than with the Angus blades, as these blanks are already hardened. So first I'm using a 120 belt to go around and clean up most of the heat affected zone and all of the laser markings, as going with the 240 aluminum oxide belt wouldn't be as efficient. I would use a lot of belts and it would take a lot of time and also generate a lot of heat. So again, trying to be as efficient as possible. I quickly change out to the 240 aluminum oxide belt, and now after all of the blades have their profiles finished to 120, going to 140 is so much easier and so much quicker. As you can see, the time lapse is done in the same speed, but time spent per one knife is so much less. So I'm just cruising through all of these knives. The last and the tightest places left still to be finished are the choil and the jimping, and I did not even bother going there with a 120 grit belt, as 240 aluminum oxide makes quick work. The grounding area is not that big, so you can see I'm just zapping through all of the blades again. So that's about it for today. It was a pretty short day, but well, at least it looked like in the video that it was a pretty short day. It took so long to do all of the profiling, going twice over it, but yeah, it's fine. It's just the work that needs to be done. I think these came out just beautifully. And now the next steps for them would be adding the bevels. And after that I will chamfer the edges and soften them with the Scotch-Brite wheel, and they will be off to Cerakote. And today I think I will do the chef knife grinding off camera, as it would be a different project and I just want to get that done. So yeah, no need to document it. But let me bring you in and show you a little bit more about the SFK and little changes that I made. Yeah, let's go. This is one of the prototypes that I am currently working with and testing out and trying out. And one of the biggest problems with this design is that it is coated in Cerakote and you cannot strike a firesteel with it because it's coated and it won't strike it. So I was thinking of using this choil part because it's pretty big radius, it's pretty sharp, and you could just, you know, use it to strike it like this, and that would work, but it requires skill. You can easily cut yourself if you are not a very keen user, and also it can, as you can see, it can damage your edge a little bit. So I came up with another solution, which is basically having this. As you can see, there is jimping, and I just removed the coating of one of the jimps, I guess, grooves, and it has sharp 90 edges, but as you're using it as jimping, you don't really feel these edges as it's pretty deep. As you can see, you're not feeling that, and there is no need then to uncover the spine. It can be rounded all around. Only these places need to be sharp. So the easiest way I found is just to use it like this, to have it leaning that way, and it's pretty easy to strike. And you can see it throws loads and loads and loads of sparks. You will get this discoloration, but it's just from the firesteel, which is just wipes off, and
and the surface is very, very clean. You get just the slightest glimmer of steel here. And you can see there are some use marks here, and it is because I was using the incorrect technique for that. And the correct technique is using the knife angled that way, so basically like this. And I was using the knife holding like this, and with this place I was holding like this to make a sharper angle. But in that case, if you are holding like this, yeah, then the firesteel, it jumps from that place and you hit your knife then. This is the same with this place. As you can see, the point of contact is further away than the blade itself. You are applying pressure, and when the pressure is applied, the firesteel jumps and scratches your blade. So yeah, it's not the correct way. The point of contact needs to be towards you. Yeah, it strikes really, really well. And then you only get the discoloration, the coating is not hurt, and you have only this nice spot, which is a pure steel. And I'm basically not adding anything more that is not needed, and using geometry that is already on the knife to make the firesteel do fire. So yeah, that's about it. Super happy about this change. I think that would work out pretty well. And see you in the next one.